Now then, we begin part 4 of reading 4chan green text stories. Be me, shit pants in class, my crush, kinda turned on. Be me, shit pants second time, my crush, more turned on. Be me, shit pants third time, my crush, that's a little too much, I'm not turned on anymore. Be me, crying corner.
And welcome to What's New Play 2 podcast, episode 54.
54.
I made sure this time.
So for context, on 4chan, there will be like these green text stories where it'll all be in green text, and they'll start with like "be me," and they'll like do it in short increments, and they'll add shit like fml.jpg like for jokes or whatever the hell. And me and a friend were just coming up with the stupidest fucking things. Like, be me starts clicking like a cockroach. Girl next to me, that's kinda disgusting. Me climbs up onto the ceiling, hissing and clicking. Girl, someone kill it. Me scurries into small hole in vent. fml.jpg. And we were just doing stupid shit like that, just over and over.
Okay.
It was really fun.
I mean, no, I'm glad you had fun.
Be me sucking Mario's cock.
Oh, God. Speaking of Mario,
And his cock.
just speaking of Mario,
And his cock.
no.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
We're not talking about his cock today.
They've shown off his cock in a cartoon, not a cartoon, a little comic book thing. You can see his little dangly cock. Well, yeah. Yeah, there's like one of the old Nintendo comics. There's like a funny, it's got like a cute little art style, and one part Mario is like naked after jumping out of the water or whatever, and you just see his little tic tac. That's a thing. I swear to God. You can start with the news, but I'm gonna find a picture of I'm gonna find that old picture.
I mean, okay, I was just gonna say, Super Mario 3D All-Stars came out last week, and I was gonna have you put your thoughts to it.
Oh, well, fucking, it's 3 ports.
There
But
you go.
I can actually talk.
You can talk about like your experiences with like the games on that said fucking
Although, you know,
collection.
you know what's funny
Because
is
I was gonna do that.
okay. So you go first.
Okay, well, I was just letting you know where I was going with this,
All right,
my
thank you.
guy.
Thank you.
So obviously we all know what the fuck's on the thing, so we're not gonna really explain it. I mean, I think personally, out of the 3 that are on that thing, I think I'm most excited just to play 64 again.
Really, I thought for you would be like Odyssey.
Me and Galaxy.
Did I say Odyssey?
You said Odyssey. Yes, see.
Whoops, my bad.
Even though I did get that back from my brother's friend, so I can play it again if I do feel like, which I probably will, because I've been having a hankering, but I've been...
Look, see Mario's little penis.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Yeah.
He do have a penis.
Yeah.
He really do got a little, like, ding-a-ling-o fucking...
He do.
Dick.
He got a little tic tac.
Yeah, but... going back to the collection, though. You know, 64 I guess I'm the most excited to go back to. I played the original a lot. I never fully beat it. I do believe I did beat it on the DS port, though, or remake. I don't know what the hell you want to call that. I guess I'll call it a remake. Anyway,
I'd say either a remake or like a rematch. No, I guess remake.
probably like a pseudo remake because with the whole new character stuff. But
Also, story-wise, it's actually a pretty different game.
yeah. Either way, though. And like, I mean, I don't know. I think I have the most fondest memories with 64. Although, like, I still love Sunshine, and I played a lot of it. I know, personally, I never beat that one, due to, for some reason, I think either there's, like, a certain point in the game where I just did not have the patience for, and, like, it just frustrated me too much as a kid, or I just had too much fun fucking around in the, hub world and doing, like, I guess, like, the beginning stages, really, and nothing much more. Galaxy was the only one I thoroughly love Galaxy, and I know that one I did fully beat. And so, I mean, I think that's really I have to say about Galaxy, even though Galaxy I still thoroughly love because the music was great. I thought most of the worlds and locales that they had were pretty fun. The only thing I think I did not like about Galaxy, like, really that at all, was the power-ups were very underwhelming. They really weren't, like, a fun power-up. They felt more
I
like
think the most fun one was the flying one.
Yes, it was.
And
But-
that's why I like Galaxy 2 a lot, because
You could do that,
all
actually.
the power-ups.
Yes. Because
Like Cloud.
Yeah.
B was fun.
B was okay, but, like, you do very, like, little things with it, and, like, it's very slow and, like, not, like, interesting enough to where, like, if you play any other Mario game with power-ups, like, the Hammer Bro thing, it's cool. You still run fast and whatnot, but you can throw hammers. Or, like, the frog, you can fucking swim better, and you could hop and whatnot. I think it's cute. I don't know, I just feel like there's more unique stuff in Galaxy when it comes to power-ups. Still, Honey Bunny, what are your thoughts on the games in the collection, I guess? And
Alright.
which ones are you most excited? I guess which one you're excited to play first, even though you technically have already, so.
So, let's see. 64, I've only ever beaten the DS one. In fact, outside of Bomb Battlefield, I never really played the original. Like,
Which is fine. There's
my
nothing-
sister would play it, and I would just
Watch.
putz about in the castle every now and again.
That's basically what I did though when my brother and cousins played it. Like I played a little bit through the levels, and then like a little bit later on, when I got older, I kind of played a little bit further in, but never to completion. At least to the main story completion. I never done 120 stars either.
Then Sunshine, our friend played it a lot. I just like to use the fast running one and pretend I was playing a Sonic game. And then Galaxy physically wouldn't let me beat it. I would beat the final boss, and then during the the end cinematic, the game would just freeze, and I was not allowed to beat the game. So
Which is unfortunate. I do remember personally, of course, knowing the way I am, when I did beat the game, the Luma sacrificing themselves, I did cry a bit. Just like, I don't know, the music cues that they had in that part, and like, just the way the scene was like done. I'm like, oh, shit, you gave me a little teary eye, you fuckers, on a fucking Mario game.
I've never liked Luma. Like, even how much I like to kill the Luma in the Smash. Like, Rosalina can do whatever the hell she wants. I'm gunning for that Luma. But, like, I have never cared for Luma.
I don't know. I don't think it was really in the case of like I care for the Luma. It was just more like,
Emotional manipulation.
yeah, that's really the best way to put it.
I definitely
Yeah.
I definitely did not tear up at the loss of the Luma. Like,
I think just the song that they used really got to me. The music in that game is I think is fantastic.
oh, the music is fantastic. Right. But Mario 64. I'm disappointed that the backwards long jump isn't in it anymore. A lot of the fun glitches that allow you to speedrun it, like, I don't think you can 0-star run through this one.
I don't know. I just know that it's using like a later version of the game.
Yeah, where they took out tons and tons of glitches, which sucks because I wanted to try and speedrun it. I figured, you know what? It's 64.
I think the only like not horrible thing about that, yes, it's annoying for all like those speedrunners, but like if we're being honest here, how many times people have already speedrun through 64? A lot. I think the only like cool, somewhat unique thing about this now is that at least will give people new ways to speedrun the game.
I mean, yeah, but
That's my only like positive thing about it. But like I get it. It definitely became the charm of 64 for a lot of fucking people.
because it's fascinating to watch.
And I get that. I totally get that.
Like with that 40-minute video about parallel worlds and shit. Like, it is fascinating how much dissecting that game has gone through.
It really, and I agree. It definitely has the most not weight to it. The most, oh my god, I'm trying to think of the word.
Attention drawn to it.
No, not even that. It just has like a lot of stuff to explore with it. Whether it's like in the technical side or speedrunning. It's just, I feel that there's a lot of mystery to the game compared to where like Sunshine Galaxy has like their fans and like their communities, but like I don't know, I feel like 64 really just has like a
Oh yeah,
interesting spot in Mario franchise.
I will say though, it shows very much with 64 that Nintendo will not let you play a game the way you want. You have to play the game the way they intended. Which like that annoys me in a single player game. Like I miss the era of when you couldn't like just patch out a glitch. Cause like nowadays you can patch out whatever you want. You see something, players are using something to shape the game in a different way that wasn't intended, and you can just patch it out. Where I miss when you couldn't.
Yes and no. I agree, but like I feel like it's annoying with that. But there's so many more negatives when it comes to some of these bugs that like people have experienced with like certain games to where they just don't get fixed. To where, as much as I do feel you on like certain games like that where it benefited it, I feel like
I do not think Mario 64 would be as beloved as it is today without all the speedrunning shit. So I
don't feel like it wouldn't be beloved today. It was still like back then. It was still great. It's just that once like the internet started to blossom more, that's when like the game still like
the desire for it would not be nearly as strong if not for those glitches.
No, that's fine. That's
I think
fair.
dev updates to games should be to fix the game-breaking bugs. And for, like, anything that's cheese for, like, an online multiplayer game, yeah, sure, take that out.
I mean, that's really more on the developer side. That's not really more of the game.
No, but that's what I mean. I mean, like, I wish that when developers were patching stuff out of their game, instead of, say, patching out this glitch that allows me in my single-player game to do this crazy maneuver and and rocket across the screen, which was really fun and something I figured out, or something I saw and was able to do. Instead of taking that out, just take out the glitches and bugs that make the game worse. Because there are glitches and bugs that'll make your game better. And a lot of companies, Nintendo, top dog of them all, will take out anything that makes their game better if they didn't intend for it to be there.
And, like, straight up, and especially, like, the worst offender with Nintendo, especially, is fucking Animal Crossing.
Oh my God, yeah.
That game, they patch more than 90% of their fucking games that they release. Because, like, holy shit, if they find out one thing is, like, getting exploited enough, they patch it out, like, in a week. I'm like, are you kidding me? Why can't you patch out a lot of shit, or patch in shit, for, like, fucking, you know, games that you stopped supporting once it launched? Like, straight up, where the fuck are any additions to Super Mario Party? You released the game, and that was it. I don't even think they had, like, an update. Maybe, like, a 1.01 kind of update, but nothing where, like, they added a new stages, more minigames, or even characters. Something, just a little something else. And they don't... I think, honestly, if they had more stages, would benefit it. But
oh my God, that's what that game needed.
That game needed more stages. And... yes, I get it in this case, you know, we're talking about bug patches, but, like, Nintendo's so fucking weird when it comes to adding stuff for certain games, whether it's for free updates or paid DLC. Either way, they are super fucking annoying when it comes to shit like that, and I get it. I do get it. It's just,
No, that's completely fair. I will say, out of all of the games on 3D All-Stars that needed a remake, oh my God, it was 64. 64's camera is awful.
Yeah, I totally agree on that one.
Like, that game is so much worse off because of the camera. Like, that game, out of any of the ones that needed a remake, not just a port, it was definitely 64. Even if they didn't change anything except for the camera, because that camera is awful. Like, that was terrible. Sunshine, I never beat. Playing through it now, I've managed to jank up the story because I found out that you can skip straight to, well, not skip, but you can, if you just keep doing the first world over and over again, like getting all the shines there, you can unlock Pinna Park, which is where you find out who Shadow Mario is, and Peach gets taken to Mount Corona.
Yeah.
You can do that without playing a single other level.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, well, got taken to Mount Corona, so we know where they are, and we know how to get in. All right, so let me go in. No? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
It's-
think
It's weird that they let you access that early.
I think also the thing I'm starting to remember now with like Sunshine is that I don't like how linear it really is. We're like, especially when it comes to like getting shines. I could
How you have to get them in episode order.
Yeah.
The one thing I do like that is unintended, I guess, is that you can skip the first shine in the first world, and that's exactly what I did.
That's fine. I get that. But like that's probably another reason why I really did like 64 because, I mean, to be honest, being able to get any star you're physically able to get in any order, I think is nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I think in Galaxy's case, it, as far as I remember, I think it's still episodic.
Galaxy is you select the world and you go through the world for that star, and then each star has its own different path.
So
But
like,
Galaxy is less open, like open 3D.
yeah, and that one, it's just I think
That's like the point of it.
yeah, it's more fun to traverse.
Yeah, Galaxy is more of a linear experience by design. Sunshine is not designed to be like world-wise, it's not designed to be
Yeah.
a linear, but progression-wise is designed to be linear.
Huh.
And then Galaxy, well, I already said I liked it. I have not played it on the collection yet. I'm interested to see how it'll feel playing it on the Switch.
Yeah, I think that's my thing. I'm more curious on how it's gonna feel. That's yeah.
That's really all I had
That's
to say
it.
about Mario 3D All-Stars.
No, same. I mean, that was really it. I guess I just want to throw in real quick.
Oh, quickly, just having bought it, if I didn't get it if I didn't have all that money off because of a gift card,
Yeah.
I probably would not have this game. Like,
That's totally fair. I mean, like you like Mario, but you're not like, you're not like super.
I've never been that crazy about Mario.
I think the only Mario game at least since I've known you, that you thoroughly enjoyed is Odyssey.
Oh my god, Odyssey's so fucking good.
So,
That
you know.
if they made like a remake of these three games and just
In that engine.
made it like play similar to not like play how they're supposed to play, but like
Put
with
it-
the
but
game
put it
feel
in the
of
engine.
Odyssey.
Just put it in the same engine.
Oh,
I get that.
that would be. I think that triple pack would be worth like $80 or $90.
Well, maybe not that high, but like,
I definitely think it would.
but either way, I definitely feel like yes, it definitely could be better. However, I feel like the only thing is I feel like I could be fucking wrong, obviously, but I feel like this collection, besides like when it was announced so
Randomly.
and the release date was very quick. I feel like this really was just more of we need money for the rest of the year.
Here's Mario.
Here's Mario that people were like, because otherwise I feel like Nintendo would have remade at least one of those games.
At
but-
least 64.
I feel like with everything going on right now, they knew, all right, we can't spend all this time and money right now with everything going on to fully remaking, let's say 64. So let's just grab these three games, port it to the Switch, and have it out by October, the latest, and we'll at least have a good amount of income for then to also capitalize on the 35th anniversary of Mario. That's my only...
And they felt so ashamed that they decided to make it a limited release.
So fucking weird. And scummy. Anyway,
It's to cover their tracks.
I guess so. Anyway, so before we get to like I guess like in the bigger topic, I just want to talk about randomly. Last week, roughly, I think so. I fully beat Ace Attorney, Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. I really liked it. I think I like Apollo, the main character. I do think though,
Is he the one with the funny hair?
yeah,
Okay.
but he's adorable. I love him. Like him as a character, they didn't really like, give too much about only until like the very fucking end of the game, and I'm like, oh, okay, like you know, cool little twist or like, you know, whatever. But like you say it all the way to the end. I'm like, you could at least like hint it a little bit more better. But all right, fine. And I have to say, I think the case, like, the thing I know with like Ace Attorney personally, at least the third case of every game is usually either very long or very boring and tedious. I can definitely say personally that out of at least the ones I've played so far, I still haven't done the 3DS games. This case, the third case in the game was not actually like too bad.
Terrible.
No, like it was interesting enough to where like, you know, oh, okay, you know, it didn't feel like incredibly long, but like also the plot of the case was at least interesting enough to where get me more engaged to where like I definitely know fucking Ace Attorney 1 was fucking so boring with the third case, and then
Brutal.
fucking I think it's either the second one or the third one. There's one with a circus. It's a fucking circus thing, and oh my god, I fucking remember watching that case through a playthrough. Holy shit, that's gonna be rough when we get to that. It is so goddamn boring and tedious, and it's honestly kind of fucking stupid, the conclusion. And I will say that, like, the last case of Apollo Justice was probably the worst in the sense of, like, it went way too fucking long, because it went to, you know, the trial with Apollo, and then it ended, and then besides with also the investigation beforehand, and then it went 7 years in the past to Phoenix Wright's trial that explains like why he became like a bum and like an alcoholic.
Phoenix an alcoholic in that?
Well, he loves grape juice. That's what they call it. That's what they did in our version. But he's basically an alcoholic and a bum. But you find out like
Wait, 70 years in the past?
7. I meant. Did I say 70?
I was like,
How
old is Phoenix?
If I said 70, oops. No, I meant 7.
Okay.
So, like, it's so interesting enough, but like, you had that, then you have Phoenix's trial, and then you had this weird fucking, then you went back to Apollo's trial. Oh wait, no, you went to Phoenix's trial. Jesus Christ. And then it cut to like a supercomputer to where you had to like do like 5 investigations for both the past and the present to get information for then Apollo to somehow get this information back to his trial, even though technically you never, on screen, you never really had a fucking, you know, never showed like, oh, Phoenix giving Apollo all this information for the trial. They just, after you got all the information from these like 10 fucking things, then he's like, alright, I know what I gotta do. Here's how we're gonna fuck over, you know, not the defendant, the fucking
Prosecution?
yeah. So, and like the twist at the end was pretty neat. You find out like a character in one of the other trials, she had amnesia and like she was a singer in like in like Egypt, and then she came to America, and it was kind of cool because like the twist was that your assistant Trucy, who is Phoenix's daughter but not really, is your actual sister, and that woman who was a singer is actually your mother, and you don't find that out until like the very end, where like you have this thing because she's also blind, of course, and so on the bottom screen like you have an option like, oh, guilty, not guilty, and like it's her hand, and like it plays her music, and then like she extends out her hand on the touchscreen, and Apollo has a shtick to where like he can see people's like facial like if they're like lying, he could tell like, oh, someone's lying by like them swallowing during a certain statement, and he can see that because he has like a wristband that he has on his wrist, and his mother has the other one, which you find out, and then I'm like, oh, that's cute, yeah, and that's cool. You find out that's the mother, and you know, overall, it was a cute story. I thoroughly liked it. I actually am kind of excited for us to eventually get to that game if we all do end up playing that together. But definitely, it's making me appreciate another Capcom franchise that definitely needs another game somehow, or translate the fucking 3DS Ace Attorney games that weren't localized to America, because there's like 2 of them. But I think it's a weird thing because it's like medieval Japan, but you're also working with Sherlock Holmes, and like the rights with Sherlock Holmes so fucking wonky to where they can't
Oh my god, yeah.
localize it here without paying royalties. It's weird. But I don't know. I thought it was a fun game.
Nice. So on to a bit of big news. Well, actually, I guess we can start with the thing about the Skullgirls dev team.
Oh, okay. Completely forgot about that. So in good news, also, so we talked about earlier, like I think an episode or 2 ago on the podcast about the development team for Skullgirls and Indivisible all left the company except for the main head because he was abusive in like multiple ways, which is fucking annoying. Because
It's honestly expected at this point.
unfortunately it is, but still. So in good news though, all the people that were from Lab Zero Games, the good people at least, were able to form their own company called Future Club Games. Or I think it's just called Future Club actually. And as far as I can tell, they're all, they say that, oh, we're the ones that worked on Skullgirls and Indivisible. I believe they're actually going to be able to still work on both of those games through now this new company. So that's very I'm glad to hear that. So then, when Annie comes out and Skullgirls the fighting game, and hopefully if Indivisible gets more updates, it'll still be that team, and they'll all have hopefully a better work environment to work in.
Yeah, seriously. You know what? That's a good
A good happy ending, I guess, in that instance. Because I'm so glad. Because I was really worried that both of those games might lose support. Even though, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm so glad that Skullgirls is getting supported after fucking all these years. 6 years, I think the game's been out.
That's ridiculous.
I'm so happy about that. So
In other news,
that
Amazon launched their own cloud service gaming platform called Luna. It's essentially Stadia, but from Amazon.
and probably will be a little bit better, at least when it comes to support, because at least as far as I've seen with Amazon's like any like service or like product that they make, they usually end up supporting it pretty like thoroughly for like
Amazon supports everything but their workers. That's just a fact.
That's-
That's a fact about Amazon.
no, you're right, and honestly, yeah.
But so I believe they found that Amazon found a way around Apple's like game
Apple
rule.
Arcade. Oh.
Yeah, that weird rule that they have that Fortnite tried to get around.
I think it's not just Apple. I think it's also like Android and everything.
Well, everyone has it, but Apple's is more egregious, like because they're Apple.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
can be egregious because sheep. But I believe I read somewhere that Amazon's Luna, they found like some kind of shortcut around it without breaking the terms of service or something along those lines. So Fortnite might be back on your Apple phone just through Amazon.
And I do know, I heard about this service becoming a thing because WayForward tweeted out about it saying like, oh, we're going to have a bunch of our games on that service.
They really do hop on like the
They
streaming.
they hop on a lot of things, to be completely honest. And like, I kind of get it. Like, I still wouldn't consider them an indie studio at this point because they work on so many fucking products and games at this point to where like, I don't know what the fuck kind of... I'm trying to think what kind of studio. It wouldn't be like a triple. It wouldn't be a double A.
I think I would still consider them pretty indie.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Because even if they have a part in a bigger game, like...
It's not even just a part of being a game. I just feel like they have enough work and stuff. And like, oh shit, enough work in a lot of products to where like, I don't know, I feel like they're not completely, like I feel like I would consider like, honestly like Lab Zero Games, or in this case for whatever, that company, you know, they're an indie company, or not, oh, fuck, who the
Yacht
hell?
Club?
Thank you, Yacht Club, that's better. I'm thinking like, who the fuck made Messenger? But that's not it. Anyway, but you like Shovel Knight, Yacht Club Games, I still feel like that's still completely indie because they only worked on the one title, and that's it. They haven't really worked on anything else as far as I remember, to where at least Way Forward, they've been around for a long time.
Yeah, they do a lot of tie-in games, but their original IPs, there's Shantae, Switch Force,
River City Girls.
River City Girl. Well, I wouldn't call that their IP.
It's
Because
ba-
River City has been a thing before.
Yeah, River City Ransom has been a thing, but in this case, though, like, they technically made that game, and on top of it, yeah, Kyoko and Misako were already, like, in the canon, but, like, they made, like, their
Weren't
own...
they only in one game?
Yeah. They made a whole game around them, and they basically made them their own kind of characters. So, like, I feel like
Okay, yeah, I guess so.
that one a little bit is different. But yeah.
I definitely think that Way Forward is closer to indie than any other kind
No,
of...
they're definitely closer to indie, yeah, but I definitely feel like, though, with the amount of work that they've had,
They're
They're-
Way Forward class.
yeah, honestly, fuck it. Let's just call them that. Yeah.
So yeah, Luna looks like it's just gonna be kind of Stadia, maybe
But-
better.
Yeah, I was saying maybe better. You know, like, honestly, I feel like both companies have enough fucking clout and, like,
I'll tell you,
resources, at least, to fucking sustain a service like this.
here we go. If you prefer Google Home, you'll probably have Stadia, and if you prefer Alexa, you'll probably have Luna, and if you're like me, you probably won't have either. Even
Same.
though I do have the friggin' Dot.
Yeah, I don't have that. I'm okay with not having that.
Yeah, I know you're on the Apple shill train.
I hate it because, like,
It's true.
it's true, but, like, I feel like, I swear
It's true against my will.
But, like, I swear to God, I don't physically, like...
Spoken like a true Apple stan.
No, Apple Stain is fucking going out to actually buy all their products day one and saying that they're the best, but...
Apple Stan is buying the $2,000 computer, or no, what was it, $1,000, $2,000 computer with the $500 fan, or like stand or something.
No, I think the Steam was like 1,000.
Right.
Just the stand for like the big ass desktop computer was like 1,000.
Yeah, which
No, I'm not that
utterly
bad.
ridiculous.
I know, and if I ever got a desktop computer, it wouldn't be a Mac.
What would it be? Would it be like a custom built?
Yeah, a custom and/or Windows.
Yeah, that's fair.
But like,
Be a trendsetter. Use Linux.
I get it. It definitely. I get it. It does look like I'm a whore for Apple.
It
Anyway.
looks a lot like you're a whore for Apple.
But I swear to God, I'm not. I just fucking know they have services that no others don't because they're Apple and they like to be proprietary.
You're like fucking Yui from my youth, where when you first meet her, it constantly describes her. She looks like the whorish type, but she's actually a virgin. You look like an Apple slut, but you're not really.
I'm not. I swear to God, I'm not. I don't have AirPods.
I mean, yeah, but no one who respects themselves has AirPods.
Alright, well, we can tell our friend that. She'll love that.
I'll tell her very much straight to her face that if she has AirPods, she doesn't
She
respect
does.
herself.
Remember she has I think it was at the Bulbasaur or Charmander carrier.
Then she doesn't respect herself.
Okay.
Because I've found earbuds that are wireless that look just like AirPods.
I agree.
Do just as good a job.
I agree.
And are like $4.
Dude, no, I wholeheartally agree. I sell wired headphones. I don't give a shit.
I do have, I bought the Raycon Everyday E25 things. I regret the fuck out of those because they are awful. They disconnect from the phone randomly. They'll just force the phone to stop playing music randomly.
Yeah, I've had that with random wireless earbuds that I've gotten.
The only wireless headphones I've had that work effectively are probably the Skull Candy ones I had back in
Yeah, Skull Candy, for as much as some people give shit
10th
for,
grade?
they really were like... I don't know, I feel like I always had like Skull Candy earbuds last longer than most.
Yeah, for me, the wireless one lasted really, really long.
I never had a wireless one. I always had the wired.
I had like a big clunky headset that was wireless,
Yeah.
and it worked really, really well. Currently, I just use the ones that came with my phone.
Oh, that's what I do at this point.
Yeah.
I just use whatever came on my phone. I'm like, all right. I think the only time I don't is when I use...
All right, we've slipped into a shitting on Apple. Well, I have. I've slipped into the colon of shitting on Apple.
Anyway, yeah, so Amazon has a new service. It's
Stadia.
Stadia. Anyway, to the big news that happened now 4 days ago, I think at least. Yes. So Microsoft bought Bethesda for $7.5 billion. So
They bought the parent company of Bethesda, and therefore Bethesda.
Instead, ZeniMax is the
Instead of me purchasing you, I purchase your parents, and therefore control you. It works like that.
a little bit, definitely a little bit. What the hell? Oh, that's not. I was about to go on Twitter, and I thought my tweet was the search bar. I was about to put on Xbox. Just tweet randomly.
Just tweet out
Xbox. Fuck.
I would have done it.
I know you would have done it.
So, with that, a lot of questions have been rising. Are Bethesda games now going to be Xbox exclusive? What about Starfield? What about The Elder Scrolls 6? What about, what Deathloop and Ghost of Tsushima? Are they going to still be PlayStation exclusives? Which, we got an answer to those two. Yes, Deathloop and Ghost of Tsushima.
So basically what they clarified on, at least we'll talk about that, any game that was promised to other consoles or other game any other companies, they're still going to be those promises are still going to be fulfilled. But anything like in the future, like
Starfield,
I believe
6.
also Elder Scrolls 6 I think it could still be on PlayStation 5, but like that could be a game where
you never know, because what was it? Either in Morrowind or Oblivion, one of them was an Xbox exclusive.
Morrowind.
Yeah.
No, I know, but like I'm just saying, like that would be the only I don't know, I guess a caveat.
Yeah. Well, see, here's my thing. I don't think Xbox is gonna make Bethesda go Xbox exclusive. They've been caring so much less about exclusivity with their games.
I definitely feel like they're gonna at least like get like the big games to not go on the other consoles. Like I definitely feel like if they make a new Doom, that's gonna be Xbox and PC and maybe Nintendo.
Yeah, that'd be really funny if Xbox was like, yeah, for us, for PC and Nintendo, you want in on this? Here you go.
I mean, they basically be doing that already.
That is true.
I mean, look at Ori. They got both Ori games on the fucking Switch already. And I know the sequel to Ori, I think only came out maybe a year ago at this point. It's been very recently, and they already put it on the Switch randomly. So, like, all things considered, that's,
Yeah.
that could mean... That just very well could mean that, they might release on everything but PlayStation just to put a blow in their fucking sales. PlayStation sales, to be more specific. I mean, I will admit, I'm slightly glad and not that Ghost of Tsushima is,
Still on PlayStation?
Oh my god, it's not Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, it's Tokyo Wire, something like that. Tokyo
Ghostwire, I think. Hold the fuck up.
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima's out.
Ghost of Tsushima's a fucking... Jesus Christ. I knew I was like,
Listen.
wait, that's definitely not right.
Listen, I understand the confusion. Japan, the word ghost in the title, I don't know, man.
Ghostwire Tokyo is what it's called.
Pretty sus.
But,
Both games, Deathloop and Ghostwire, both look pretty fun. But
Yeah.
I'm not getting a PlayStation 5 for those.
I mean, again, I still probably will get PlayStation 5 maybe first. I don't know. But that'll be one of the other games aside from Final Fantasy 16 that I will be getting for that console. Because that's going to be made by the same people who did Evil Within, which I haven't fully played through, but I have enjoyed them. But it's also made by the same guy who's made Resident Evil. So like right then and there, appeal. Plus, in general, the whole concept of the game that like they showed off, at least, especially with like the actual gameplay trailer.
Isn't it just like a magic FPS?
That's what it looks like. But like that's interesting to me. Plus, like in general, like okay, like a futuristic, but like ghost.
There needs to be more mage-based
I
first-person
agree.
shooter
But
games.
like a ghost horror magic in like real in like a city setting. That's really cool to me. I just think it's really cool. Plus, in general, if Shinji Mikami's fucking going to be behind it, I have good enough confidence that it could be a fun game. Plus, I mean, I feel
I
like
guess you'd call it modern horror fantasy.
yeah, we'll call it that. Because I feel like another reason the people only really knew about this game was when Akumi Nakamura became a fucking meme.
Was she?
That Japanese lady.
Oh, yeah.
Because she showed off that game and then she basically left the company right after. Well, because she's like, I think she's mainly a freelancer.
So they hired her to show off the game?
No, she was like an artist.
Oh, okay.
She was like an art director or something like
I
that.
thought they were like, we need a cuter girl.
But, I mean, they figured, oh, that would work. And it did, because let's be honest, I wouldn't have probably remembered Ghostwire until that was
We
even a
didn't
thing.
remember Ghostwire. We called it Ghost of Tsushima.
Exactly. But, yeah.
Although, I'm going to say it, CD Projekt Red got the cuter girl in Keanu.
Oh, definitely. So, out of Bethesda games, aside from, I would personally say Doom, what other games do you think Xbox would actually keep exclusive to their consoles?
Alright, so I personally don't think they're going to keep them exclusive, but if I had to guess, I would say Starfield, gonna be an exclusive, Doom will be an exclusive, Tez 6 and onward will be, at the very least, Xbox, and then like later PS4.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I could see that being a timed exclusive. But although I still feel like I could see Elder Scrolls being, I feel like I could still, unless they already promised,
Actually, Starfield can probably go either way.
maybe. But I do feel like Elder Scrolls, depending how far in development 6 has been, 6, Jesus Christ. 6 has been in, even though they probably haven't been that far because they only showed a fucking cinematic trailer.
And
Not even. They showed a logo.
They showed a
They showed a logo.
CGI render of a landscape that looks like either Hammerfell or High Rock.
Yes, but and then just a logo
And then the logo.
of just Elder Scrolls 6. So,
But they definitely can't be that far along because Todd Howard himself said that the Elder Scrolls 6, thanks to Microsoft acquiring them, will now have will be shifting to a different engine that he said the leap forward between 5 and 6 engine-wise will be like the leap forward that was seen between 3 and 4, where it's going to be a massive upgrade. The game will look better, play better,
no, and I can tell you,
and
yeah.
it seems like it's being built from the ground up to be run on the One X.
Yeah, definitely. So I could definitely see it.
I think Starfield will be both. Doom will be Xbox exclusive.
I think like the big heavy hitters are definitely going to be Xbox exclusive.
anything
so
that
like
will move a console.
like Doom, Elder Scrolls, Wolfenstein, maybe Fallout.
I don't know about Wolfenstein. Wolfenstein was popular, but I would say,
But Wolfenstein really appeals more to
well, yeah,
Americans.
If you're a fan of Doom, you're going to be a fan of Wolfenstein.
So putting it on the American console, to be completely blunt, is a better idea. Yes, put it on the more popular console, but if this gets you a chance to be more popular, or at least get more sales in for your console,
I don't think anyone's buying Xbox for Wolfenstein. I would say, okay, so I would say Doom is definitely strong enough
to be an exclusive
to be an exclusive.
and system seller.
The Elder Scrolls is 100%. People let the Elder Scrolls get away with so much bullshit.
They do.
It's impressive.
I think my only other hope for, like personally, like most of these games I don't play, except for I think really I did a little bit of Doom and a little bit of Evil Within.
Evil Within can probably go on both.
I think that's gonna be both.
Yeah, there's no way they're gonna make that exclusive.
I can't
That'd
see
be
it being.
such like a waste of
It'd be weird.
sales.
It'd be weird. Um,
Well, I feel like more people on PlayStation like the Evil Within than people on Xbox.
no, I think it's even, personally. Anyway, though, I think my whole thing though with like the bigger Bethesda games, like really Elder Scrolls and Fallout. If we're being completely honest, I have no idea about Prey.
Prey will probably be multi-plat.
Yeah, but I'm hoping Xbox has get some quality control with some of these games. Like, as best as you fucking can, try to not have the Elder Scrolls be a broken mess at launch. Same thing with like Fallout. Try to get as many bugs and play tested as best as you can before the game comes out. So it's not a fucking miserable mess like at least 76 was.
76 was a miserable mess. Fallout 4 was not
just
the best.
It was just very lukewarm.
Elder Scrolls 5 is Elder Scrolls 5. It's Skyrim.
I know.
Skyrim is a fucking verb, an adjective, a noun, an
I know,
adverb.
but
like,
that game at least sold well enough, even with the
game sold like hotcakes 6 times.
yeah, exactly.
4 times.
But
5
like
times?
either way, I feel like that's like my only really hope with Xbox acquiring all of these IPs and the studio is
So that they'll get better.
hopefully quality control.
Yeah.
Is my whole thing. I think really at the end of the day with this acquisition.
I think Starfield's going to be multi-plat. I know that we had moved on to a different aspect
No,
of it.
I know, but that's
but
fine. Yeah, we didn't really.
I think the only I genuinely don't think any of them are going to be permanently locked out of PlayStation.
Oh no, I
but-
feel like if anything, they'll make it a timed exclusive. Like I know Final Fantasy VII Remake is doing
timed
that.
exclusive. See, PlayStation seems to care more about exclusives than Xbox.
Oh yeah, definitely.
'Cause-
Because that's what sells their systems, though.
Yeah, and Microsoft is like, people who can't afford our PCs play on our consoles. Like,
Exactly, and that's the whole thing too. Because Xbox knows, yeah, we still want to be in this market,
we're fucking
but
Microsoft.
they're Microsoft. They have money to burn and fucking do
They
what.
probably have enough money to buy Sony. Realistically, like,
Realistically, yeah. I mean, hell, I think the only other companies, I feel like the only other company that they couldn't buy would be like Sega and Nintendo. They could
they
not
could
buy.
buy Sega.
Sega's fucking loaded.
I guess
in
because
a lot
they're-
of other aspects.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, gaming wise, they're good, but not great. But like,
they're arcades.
their arcades are still popular. They have a lot of other aspects and other businesses in Japan that we
How
just
do you
don't
think they can
focus
afford
on.
to fuck up Sonic games all the time?
Oh, I think Sega actually has an insurance company.
That's hilarious.
Or health insurance. Hold the fuck up.
Also, you know what I didn't know? Nintendo is the richest company in Japan.
Oh yes, we didn't talk about that, but yes, it is.
Like, not just in one section of... Not just in Kyoto. No. All of Japan, Nintendo's the richest. Which, that's wild to think about, but it makes perfect sense.
Especially with fucking this year. Holy shit.
Oh my god, yeah.
Thank Animal Crossing for that one.
But let's see. It's tough to say what... Because Elder Scrolls and Fallout, I think, are the only two guaranteed... Well, not guaranteed. Are the only two that are, like, 98% certain that they would be exclusives. I think Doom has, like, a 75% chance of being an exclusive. Because while Doom... I don't know, Doom Eternal really did, like... Because Doom 2016 did really well, and people really liked it. But Doom Eternal just did so much better, so that might make them think like, oh, we should have that exclusively on Xbox.
God bless you.
Excuse me, sorry.
I thought they had more, or maybe I don't know. I guess I'm wrong. I guess they only have
Arcades?
yeah, just arcade. I swear to God, I thought they had like other fucking business ventures. It wasn't just.
They might. It just might be like harder to find because they might just.
I
have-
guess.
They might just
'cause-
have stocks in other businesses.
And they have pachinko machines. That's it.
Oh my
Okay.
god, then they must be fucking loaded.
Look at Konami.
Yeah, seriously. I wonder if Xbox... Does Xbox own Obsidian?
They technically do now.
Do they? Was Obsidian subsect of because I could have sworn Obsidian was like their own thing. But like, if Microsoft buys, say, they might actually own Obsidian. I'm not sure if they do, but if they do, that's fucking huge, because that means Microsoft can test Obsidian with making the next Fallout.
Well, that's what a lot of people have been saying.
Because like,
I mean, they don't.
the best Fallout.
Yeah,
stuff
no,
from Obsidian.
no. Obsidian is a parent company of Xbox Studios since 2018. They started off as that.
Oh. Oh, well then. My god. That is a huge power play.
Well, that was the reason why the people were like excited about that, because
Do you know what the most,
because people are hoping that they can make they can make a new Vegas.
yes.
Because
God,
they
that's
can
a
have
hu-
because now that they have the company, they can do whatever they want with the IP. So like, if they want Obsidian to make a new Fallout, they just give Obsidian the Fallout IP, and then they can make a new game with it. To where beforehand, it was owned by Bethesda, so Bethesda could have said no to them.
Bethesda's world crafters with Obsidian's character crafters. Oh my god, man, I did not realize how much of a power play that was. Like, I thought it was a huge play.
No,
but now
you
it's
have to
monumental.
yeah, when you have to really read into like the acquisition and like how much it really like does, because especially for something like a big thing like this, you don't really realize how fucking much stuff they actually get out of this.
Yeah,
So,
seriously.
I mean, that's why immediately when I was shown this, I'm like, oh shit, this is fucking huge, because
Guys, Fallout might be good again.
I feel like a lot of people don't realize, I mean, probably a good amount, but like, Xbox has bought so many fucking studios, and like this whole generation, especially like for in the future too, I feel like it's going to be just a big rat race of all like these
can buy
game
the most
consoles.
studios?
Who's going to buy the most studios?
I think currently Xbox is in the lead with that.
They are, but they're not like, they haven't like been buying like the Japanese companies, like, like like imagine they bought like Sega, or not Sega, like Capcom. Like, oh my god.
I would love if like Nintendo and Xbox made a deal where you could get like some of the devs from one of the Xbox divisions to help on, say, like Pokemon, because a lot of like, let's say you could get, I'm gonna go back to Obsidian. Let's say you could get Obsidian to work on a Pokemon game. I think that would be an incredible Pokemon
It would be
game.
cool, but Nintendo's
very Nintendo about everything.
yeah, especially God forbid with Pokemon, they would never let an American studio work on a mainline game like that.
I definitely think it would be in the best interest of
It would be.
Well, maybe not specifically Obsidian.
No, but like I know what you mean, but like no, like have an outside company fucking work on it that isn't just the strictly Japanese studio that
Like, let Bethesda tell a story within the world of Zelda.
no, I don't really want Bethesda for that.
Really? Bethesda's storytelling's pretty great. Their world building is fucking phenomenal.
Okay.
Like, you can not enjoy the Elder Scrolls or Fallout or any of that, but then just look at the fucking world building that they do. They do they make really good worlds with really detailed backstories and great mythos. I think if they could get their hands on Hyrule, they could do something incredible with it.
Okay, that's fair. I guess the last thing so yeah, in conclusion, it's a huge thing for at least Xbox.
Oh my god, it's gargantuan.
So I guess the last thing I really just want to talk about real quick. A while ago, Square Enix announced that they're remaking Nier Replicant for next-gen consoles, or at least current-gen. So we got Tokyo Game Show is going on as this recording. Nothing really major has been announced aside from Virtua Fighter coming back in some form. It sounds like that they're doing a reboot, and that's pretty huge because Virtua Fighter was the first 3D fighter, and it was huge. And we have not had a new entry in the Virtua Fighter series for 10 years, almost. The last time we really had any, addition of the Virtua Fighter characters in any game was Dead or Alive 5. So, there's that. But I definitely do want to just talk about, I guess, Nier Replicant real quick. So it is a remake of Nier that originally released on the PS3 and also Xbox 360 in Japan. So as far as I can tell, it looks like they're really more so remaking the PS3 version that Japan got, which is called Replicant as well, where the one we got was called Gestalt. And I think the only difference, as far as I know from what I've been looking at, is just the main character is different. Instead of it being like a big burly man, it's like a more,
Twink?
yeah, more of a twink, in all honesty. I think he's a little bit more manly, but I think overall more twinkish. But overall though, from what the gameplay that they've shown off, it still looks super fun. I don't believe Platinum Games is working on it like they did with Automata, so it's not going to be exactly like, the same combat system.
Oh, so who's working on it then?
I think it's just the original team.
Oh,
So, like, that's not bad. If
that's not bad at all.
If it's the original team, they probably, if anything, as far as I can maybe assume, they might be just working a little bit on the engine and the combat system a bit better, because they're like, all right, we know that Automata sold like hotcakes, so let's do what was good about Automata and put it in this game again.
They're doing what was good in Automata, putting it in that one, but they're like, and this is not a dig at the game, they're removing the thick robot ass. And I am curious how
But
much of a difference that's going to make.
You're gonna have Kine though.
I have seen Kine. She is fine. She is no 2B.
All right, that's fine. That's fair.
Like I'm gonna get the game because I want to see it.
I'm
play it.
definitely gonna get it. I'm very
I
excited.
wanted to play it since I first saw it.
Plus, I'm very happy that, at least especially for like Xbox, it's a clear cut. It's gonna be, available for Xbox One and Series X at launch. And I know that is coming out April 22nd. So we even got a release date already, which is awesome.
That is nice. But like, I am genuinely curious to see how different, like, how much of an impact 2B
It's gonna
not
be
being
for you.
there. Not for me, for the sales.
Oh, that too. Okay, that's fair.
I don't give a shit.
I
The
feel-
game looks fun as hell.
No, and I agree, but I don't know. I figured you had that, like, not like completely.
Listen, 2B is hot as fuck, and I like to look at her fat fucking ass while I play the game. But that doesn't mean I can't play a game without 2B's big ass.
No, I get that. It's just that I figured, the IP, that would make you think about it, because, like, that's what that's somewhat why you got into the
As long as the
originally.
music's good and the gameplay's
I think that's
similar,
my favorite thing that I'm excited for is the music.
I-
Oh my god.
I fucking love the music. As long as, like, the story is on par, the gameplay is on par, and the music's on par, I don't, like, it doesn't matter who I play
Okay,
as.
that's fair then. I mean, I'm excited
Plus, the
for
big burly dad, I am excited to play as him.
it. I'm also excited for, if, I believe they're gonna, like, have
He's a
the,
dad. I think I remember him having a child of some sort. Or, like, a pseudo-child.
I gotta fucking show you after this, the fucking opening to, Nier with Kine. Oh my fucking god. It is, oh my god. It's like one of like the beginning parts, and I cannot wait if it's gonna be like the same thing in Replicant, and they're just gonna keep it in. I think my other thing I'm curious about with this is that are they gonna redub everything, or they're gonna just like keep everything the same? Because I hope so, because Laura Bailey plays as Kane, and I need that shit because I need to hear that fucking
They'll
opening
probably
line.
do what Battle for Petey Bottom did.
That'd be fine.
Yeah,
But,
right?
yeah. So overall, I think I'm really excited for it.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it looks fun.
Yeah. But I think that wraps up this episode of What's Two Play Two podcast.
Yeah, that should be it.
Yeah. So, we'll see you guys next week, and
Remember, you have to wake up. There's not much time.